Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Brantford Accessibility Committee meeting for January 22nd. We are going to start the meeting today with the elections of the chair and the vice chair. Do we have any nominations?
I'll nominate previous chair.
Colleen, she
Yes.
does accept the nomination, so unless there's any other nominations, we can acclaim her as chair. Okay, Colleen is acclaimed and Councillor Van Tilborg has graciously stepped into her role for today. So we will now take nominations for vice chair.
I'm willing to stand again.
You gonna stand again?
Yep.
Okay, any other nominations? Okay, and we will mark as acclaimed as vice chair again this year. The role has been taken, sir.
Thank you. So roll call has been taken. Are there any declarations of conflict of interest on to any of the items on today's agenda? Seeing none. We've got no presentations and delegations today, so we're gonna go to number five items for consideration. We're actually going to do 4.3 first instead of last. That's the site plan control for 234 Henry Street. So staff would like to come forward, provide the overview of what's going on.
You, Chair. In Sean House, I'm a development planning lead with the development planning department. And looking at Marco Demetrio, he's our planner who will prepare the report for this committee. And we are here to present to you a master site plan file that we're currently processing. Yaya Austin of the county development beside me is the developer. So I don't have the share screen function on Zoom.
You haven't changed your name, right? I think you're the panelist.
No, I haven't.
Okay, I'm going to make you a co-host. I think that should work.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So, what I'm going to do now is just share the site plan with everyone so that we have it on screen. And Jan's prepared a little bit of a quick presentation just to walk everyone through the ins and outs of what they're proposing here. Yeah.
Thank you, Chair. Thank you, members of the committee. Just introduce this project. This site is just off the corner of Henry Street and Wayne Gretzky Parkway, across the street from the Rona. So currently the site is vacant and it's zoned MCC 15, so it's a bigger commercial center with exceptions. What we're proposing is an 8-building development through a master site plan. So we're not going to develop the whole thing at once. We're taking a phased approach. We also currently right now have a site plan amendment application with 3 of the blocks proposed for development. That would be block A1, B1, and C2. Sorry. So we've taken into consideration, we've submitted our master site plan application and we have received accessibility comments from Jenny, accessibility coordinator. And we have incorporated those comments into our design. We've provided accessible parking, we've provided appropriate signage, we've provided clear pedestrian connections, stable services for persons with disabilities, and we provided more accessible parking than is required by the zoning bylaw. And we provided 50% type A parking spaces and a little bit, or 50% type B parking spaces. Generally, that's the overview of our site. We're hoping we planned it well. We did a similar development at 1070 Red Seekers Road. That one functions well. We haven't received any complaints from the public, so we're hoping that we followed a similar design here. So we're hoping that this will work as well as that one did.
Great, thanks, Jan. And a brief presentation myself. Yeah, right here. See if that goes full screen for us. Great. So as y'all said, this is the master plan at 234 Henry Street. Um, it's located just south of Henry Street and it's north of Carter Street. That's the small street with the cul-de-sac to the south there. And is a photo of the subject land we've taken from Carter Street. So that's looking north. You can see Rona in the background there. This is just an example of some of the buildings that Buchanan is proposing to build here. One of the 8. And as Yaw has walked you through here, the master site plan itself. So I'm quite pleased with how this process has gone so far in terms of accessibility. Yaw and Buchanan have been very responsive, in my opinion, to accessibility's comments, ensuring that all the accessible parking spaces are provided in close proximity to public entrances. So pleased to see that and all the various pedestrian connections throughout the site. And yeah, just to highlight some of the comments we heard from Jenny, our accessibility coordinator here. Just ensuring, like I said, that the accessible parking spaces were compliant, sidewalks and walkways unobstructed, features or any features of common amenity spaces considered for accessibility. And if there is a gas station or something like that here, ensuring that there is curb access and reach for those gas pumps from an accessibility perspective. So that is it for us, but we are happy to answer any questions of the committee.
Oh, that was short. I need a mover and a seconder to get this on the floor. We have a mover and Sarah will be the seconder. So, any questions? Very quiet. Oh,
Is there a bus that goes down that way or is there? Oh, in front of the,
Right up on where this is, yeah.
oh, is there? Okay. I guess that would be the number 7. Well,
It is, yeah.
yeah,
And the number 9 is right nearby on the Wayne Gretzky Parkway.
well, that's good. Okay.
so number 7 and number 9 bus route right nearby. Any other questions? Seeing none, there will be nothing to add to the report, so I guess we should have a vote to approve this. All in favor? I would say that's carried. Thank you.
Thank you.
That, I hope we didn't hold you back on your timelines
No.
today. All right, let's go to 4.1.
Thank you, y'all. All of them, thank you.
No worries.
Working through it. We always get there, right?
Yeah, thanks so much.
I will go back to the general order of the agenda, 4.1, 2025 grant accessibility plan status update. Can we have an overview?
So, as we have in previous years, I've consulted with staff from all departments within the city to get a good handle and understanding of not only the corporate-wide initiatives, so those initiatives that affect the city as a whole, but also those departmental initiatives, so special projects that have happened from Q4 2024 to Q3 2025. So that plan has been distributed to you. Sorry, I misspoke. It's not a plan, it's a status update. So an update on anything that we have done as a city in the last year. It was quite extensive and I was pleased with all of the work that city staff has done in their day-to-day and with special focus on accessibility. So if I assume and hope that you have had a chance to read through the status update, and if you've got any questions or concerns, I would like to hear it now so we can update and proceed for council approval.
Okay, can we have a mover and a seconder to put this item on the floor? Mark's moving and look, oh, and we have a seconder as well. You're doing awesome. Okay. Any questions? Wow. So with so few questions, with so few, that's okay. With so few questions though, we can always contact you in the
Of course.
future
Yeah,
regarding anything that might come up.
you can, and the contact is in the back of the accessibility plan. Should you share it with your cohorts, should they have any input for next year? We are always welcome to hear that as well.
Okay, so let's have a vote on the item at hand. All in favor, raise your hands. That appears to be carried unanimously. Item 4.2, 2026 Accessibility Educational Campaign, $5,000. And let's hear about this one. Who's got it?
It's me. Thank you, Chair. Hi, my name is Heather Carvello, and I'm the Manager of Communications and Community Engagement for the City of Brantford. I'm very pleased to be here today to talk about the Accessibility Education Campaign for this year. So just to go over what we did last year, the campaign included the Brantford Accessibility Improvements Awards program to celebrate and honor individuals, groups, and organizations that made significant contributions to accessibility in our community. And the campaign was also supported by an update to the A Day in the Life Understanding Accessibility in Our City video. The video was able to include additional situations that showcase the city's considerable efforts to make outdoor infrastructure and customer service experiences more accessible. So the awards were presented at Brantford City Council during National Accessibility Week. And we celebrated the achievements of 3 individuals and organizations that work towards a more accessible Brantford, as well as 2 City of Brantford staff members, and 1 city department was recognized for their work in accessibility. So building on the success of last year's campaign, staff continue to feel strongly that the Accessibility Awards program is a very effective method to promote accessibility both in the private sector as well as the community at large. The Accessibility Awards recognizes and celebrates individuals and organizations in our community that have shown a commitment to providing excellent accessibility initiatives to accommodate people with disabilities. So this was initially launched in 2016, and we've recognized organizations that met or exceeded the legislative standards of the AODA for both existing and renovated structures, as well as programs, services, and private sector events within the municipality that provided a barrier-free experience. So there is some criteria that we evaluate on. Its goods or services must be provided in a manner that respects the dignity and independence of persons with disabilities. The provision of goods or services to persons with disabilities and others must be integrated unless an alternate measure is necessary, whether temporarily or on a permanent basis, to enable a person with a disability to obtain, use, or benefit from the goods or services. And then persons with disabilities must be given an opportunity equal to that given to others to obtain, use, and benefit from the goods or services. So we're proposing that this year to qualify, nominations must be received by February 20th.
Wow.
Evaluators will include the City of Brantford Accessibility Coordinator, communications staff, and then of course, community representatives who serve on the Brantford Accessibility Advisory Committee. So last year, the committee did direct staff that a staff component be added to the Accessibility Awards process. Given that accessibility is a fundamental and well-established standard that all city staff are required to promote, facilitate, and comply with, staff recommend that city employees remain eligible for this recognition. However, to maintain the integrity and community-driven nature of the program, staff eligibility will be limited to nominations submitted by members of the public. This means that city staff will not be permitted to nominate themselves or their colleagues. So recommended recipients will be presented to this committee at your next meeting on March 12th, and award winners will be announced at the May City Council meeting on May 26th, and then promoted during National Accessibility Week, which this year is May 24th to 30th. To ensure that the recipients are selected in time to award them during National Accessibility Week, we propose that the call for nominations open on January 26th and then as stated, run till February 20th. This will be supported by various communications, including a dedicated webpage on the city's website, media releases to promote the campaign and to highlight award recipients, a $5,000 print and digital media campaign, an online nomination form. All award recipients would get a framed certificate of recognition, window decals that they can display at their business or organization, and then a letter of congratulations from the city of Brantford and the mayor's office. So to conclude, the objective of the 2026 Accessibility Education Campaign is to build on the success of past years and to publicly reaffirm the city of Brantford's commitment to fostering an inclusive and accessible community. By promoting the awards program as well as the video and aligning these efforts with National Accessibility Week, the city continues to lead by example in removing barriers and celebrating accessibility achievements. Thank you very much, and I'm happy to take any questions from the committee.
Okay, can I have a mover and a seconder to put this on the floor? And I'm gonna take the movers and seconders from the those that have zoomed in because I don't tend to look to the screen enough. So if you've been having your hand and I've been missing you. So moved by Sarah, seconded by Beth. Thank you. And do we have any questions or discussions on this?
Quick question, what's the best thing to refer to this project, for a local business that might not have heard about it?
Yeah, so we do promotions through media, and one thing that we do like to do is also send out a notice to all committee members so that you can share it with your network. But we do also try to get the BIA involved as well to distribute. Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Any further questions? Okay. Last call. Seeing none. Let's call the vote on this item. All in favor, raise your hands. I think that's carried again unanimously. So we'll have to go to the consent items. This is the Brant Advisory Accessibility Committee, September 18th. Was that the last time we met? Oh, it feels like it wasn't that long ago. Mover and seconder to put the minutes on the floor, and I will again look at the screen from Zoom, put on by Sarah as the move and Chris. Okay, any discussions on the minutes? Seeing none, all in favor? Almost unanimously carried. And what do we got left? There are no resolutions, there are no notice of motions. This meeting is adjourned.
Thank you.
Dr.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
My goodness.
See you in March.
That's March.
March the 12th, I believe.